Hey guys, this is John Q with Q Questing, here to continue our adventure with Henry. Uh, when we last left off, we had finished up some of the stuff. Some of the stuff at the monastery. You know, healing people and whatnot. And now I figured that we should come here and do this DLC mission, because I know what it is, and I think I might be ready for
God
it
be
this
with
time
you, lad.
around.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to know what's going to happen with that city, or that town that we, just kicked all those bandits out of.
Can I be of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
Well, you planning on settling
You're
it?
planning to resettle the village?
Yes.
This
What's the
locator? What is he exactly?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
Why Pribyslavitz of all places?
Because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havel Medic years ago.
And the
It's
fact
about
that it
time that changed.
and the fact that
Well,
it does
should be
belong
safe
to you,
there
so
now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes.
true.
And that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If
Really?
you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed.
Bro,
But I'd be happier if you checked it out.
I
Later.
let me see if the quest is Lost in the Woods. Got it. To me, dog. Or nope, can't get in here. My bad. I did go and do a few things. Nothing like quest wise, I think. But I went and I trained with Captain Bernard to raise my agility, my defense, and warfare by doing, live combat with him in the training ring. I don't think you die there, but it's a lot faster, With me, dog. This place looks... it doesn't look amazing, but it looks semi-decent. Better than what it was. Hello. Oh, there's a camp up here. Hello. Let me just eat out your fire real quick. I'm a bit hungry.
So, it's all clear to me now.
What is? Who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you?
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well, it seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divish ought to have sent someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it. There's plenty of us and you're on your own. So I think twice about how you're going to deal with that.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
All right. No need to be
Hey, I
hasty,
did it
eh?
that time.
We'll be on our way then. Quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
Hell yeah. Last time I kind of fucked it up and I ended up, fighting all of them. But I sort of got stuck in a spot where they couldn't hit me, but I could pick them off with arrows. So it all turned out okay. But this time I was tough enough to, scare him off. Now they're all gone. Said he's in a tent. Just like pick these. Might as well lockpick these because I don't get much chance to, lockpick stuff. I'm pretty sure there's nothing but garbage in them anyways. So no sense in actually checking them. Hello? He said he's in a tent. Hello?
Hey.
There you are.
Help.
Let me just cut these off you.
Thank you. My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you. And it looks like I arrived just in time. God's truth. I'm Henry of Skalitz.
My name is Marius Belek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's what he
outlaws are
told
out of
me,
the way,
so...
So we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived. And so far, all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in.
Ah, so you need to
I still
survey the
have a
place
job to
still.
do. Come along with me, if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
Sure, why
I'll
not?
escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
So what are you
This is
thinking?
a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here.
Okay, makes sense. And the church still seems in, somewhat decent state, so it shouldn't be that hard to fix it up.
The church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
Okay. But I mean, it's better than, building it from scratch. Oh, where are we going now? What are you doing? Sir, you need to pick this up.
We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's?
Okay. A baker's would be nice. It'd provide, bread and pies, maybe? I don't know. Some croissants. You good, my dude? You're taking the paths that you really shouldn't be taking. At least we ain't gotta worry about
Space
lumber.
here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here.
Yeah. And by clearing all this out, all these trees, we'll have plenty of lumber. Shush it.
main approach road and the stream.
We could put up a proper bridge instead of this little wooden one. Make it a bit wider so that way a cart and people can get through it at the same time. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know about you. You're the master
This bridge
here.
needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
True. Come on.
Supplies and trade will flow through here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, seeing as it's, you know, the main road. Why can't I pick these up? Shush.
I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere. Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
Okay. Stop. I'm thinking a tavern right here.
Lots of space here.
Yeah.
There's a well here already. All the better.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. I thought it was just a flooded basement.
A big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn.
Yeah. Is that it? Shush.
That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
So how's
So,
it
Master
gonna look?
Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything,
Yes, absolutely.
but building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
That's good
Well,
news.
seeing as it's, you know,
When will
on
you
the highest
reform to
spot.
Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Townburg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
True.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long. My lord, welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir.
Yeah. I drove them
They
off.
didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
Ah, they were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
Yes.
Badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
Water and wood.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square.
It
In
sucks that
particular, more
at some
extensive
point you do reach the limit
I'm
of the
glad to hear
village.
it.
I wish it
never
would allow you to
expected
just
you'd find
continuously
so much
expand
space
out.
here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should
Yeah.
present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
Won't it cost a lot?
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price. But raising a settlement from the ashes you see around
Good thing
you
I
is
have almost
immensely easy.
20,000 groschen.
Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
Except I'm the one that's going to be investing in it. Anyways, who will we have living here? I mean, I have ideas. I think, the refugees should
A
come
village
here.
isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad. But it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be
True.
delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here. But now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
About
It
rebuilding
seems
all
things
this.
are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Me?
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, are you sure
And
about
you're
that?
also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honor. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare
Okay.
a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect
mean,
you'll
yeah.
manage it just fine.
I'll have to do a lot of
I'd like to
grinding.
know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir?
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rete bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I
I'm going
must
to
get back to my
disappoint you
duties at
like
town.
no other.
Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
Like, it's hard to get my hands on money because, like, because where I go, you know, to trying to think straight. Where I go to sell my stuff, they don't restock their money very often, if at all. Like, whenever I first meet them, they have like a couple thousand, but then I come by and it's always like 0 gold, or they have like a couple hundred gold, and I'm like, dude, I have like several thousands worth of items. Please buy them. Sort of like my potions. I have like 600 of those marigold potions that I don't use too much of. They're all sitting on my horse, taking up a bunch of space. And I can't sell them because ain't nobody got any money. Just have to hope for the best. Out of the way, coming through. Where's the bailiff? Bailiff, I gotta tell you something. Hello. Here you go.
I have a document for you from Sir Divish. It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
The village you drove those bandits out of?
Very
Yes.
same.
So it's true then. Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
So what have we here? It says I should announce that anyone interested may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me. Good.
After this, probably work on a. Let's go. But once I end this episode, I probably will grind money. Just a little bit of money, because I only got like 18. Yeah, 18 grand. And I've looked at some of the things. I looked up a guide, because I want to get a certain achievement that I still haven't gotten. And, like one of the cheapest buildings cost like 2,500. So I'll probably grind a bit of it by like playing dice and whatnot. And then of course if it rolls around to the week for the tournament, I'll do that too, because I can wager on it and make like 500. So
Bread, rolls and pretzels.
hello. We have something to tell you all. I am bailiff now. So mind your manners or
Hear
you get
ye, hear
beat.
ye. It is hereby announced, in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish, that you, the citizens of Ratai, as well as those who have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz to the north of Talmberg Castle, wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings, providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet. All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years. They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams. The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him. It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein, which office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
See, I'm important now, guys.
Now, don't just expect me to walk into the middle of a battle.
What battle? Sigismund's gone.
Yeah. Well, now that that's done with, we'll end it right here. I'll spend some time running around, playing dice, selling items in some of the bigger towns, the other bigger towns other than this place, to make more money before I start actually building stuff. But until then, as always, look forward to our next quest. Goodbye.